Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Nursery to Varsity, and in today's tutorial we will learn about functions in Python. So let's get started. So first of all we will see how to write a function, and then we will see what are the use cases of function, like what are the situation in which we have to use a function. Okay, so to write a function we use a keyword known as def, right? So and then the second thing which we have to write is the name of the function. So for example, if we want to call a function as fun and then a round parentheses and followed by a colon. Okay, so in this entity we can write whatever we want to write. That let's say we want to print a statement, print welcome to our channel. Okay, so this is our function. So now how to call it? So in order to call the function we just have to write this name with this parentheses, and let's run it and see the output is here. Okay, so this is a function which does not return anything, so we can make a function which returns a value. For example, if you want to make this function so that it returns a string welcome to our channel, so we can do it as this. Like instead of print statement here we just use return statement like this. Okay, and now since the function is returning something, so there must be a variable which will catch that string. So let's suppose the string name is d, and now we will print this d. Okay, and if we run this code again, see, we are getting the same output. So this is the basic function in which we are not passing any parameters. So like if let's say if a function takes a parameter x, and what is x? Let's suppose x be a name. Okay, so we want that the string welcome to our channel is printed followed by the name x which we passed. So let's say like this, it's x over here, and in this function we will pass the name of the string, that is, let's say Ram, and if I play it, see, we're getting welcome to our channel Ram. And since it's a space problem, we can just format it by this. See, it's getting welcome to our channel Ram. So this is an example of a parameterize function, and now we will make a simple addition function. Like if we want to make a function which add two values, so since addition takes two parameters, so our function has to take two parameters. Okay, and what we have to return is we have to return the sum of a and b, that is a plus b, and in the function we will pass the values of a and b. That is, if we want, let's say we want to sum 6 and 4, so we will pass 6 and 4 in the function, and if we run the function, see, we are getting 10. And we can also pass a list in the function. For example, if we want to print the maximum element of a list. Okay, so what we will do, we will use a predefined function, the inbuilt function of Python, that is max, which will return the maximum of list. And so let's say we have a list of numbers followed by so let's say we have a list of these integers. Just take a random integers. Okay, so according to our logic, the answer should be 963 because it's the maximum of all. So if I run this function, see, I getting 963. So this is how we can write a function. We can define a function in Python. So now I will tell you the use case of function, like in what situation you have to use the function. So here you can see if the name is Ram, then this statement will get executed. If the name is Sham, then the second statement will get executed, and the name is Gansham, this statement will be executed, and if the name is none of these, then the last statement will get executed. So like for every name we have statements, like we have to write it too much. So why don't we make a function for it? Like we just make a function which will take the name and then just print hi with the name followed by the name. So what I'm trying to say is like this. Let's implement that, what I'm trying to say. So if we make a function like this, def, This function fn will take the name, okay, and then will print hi followed by name. And then if we pass this name Ram in this function, see, we are getting Ram. If we pass Sham, then we will getting Sham, and so on. So these all are the situation in which we can use the function. And if we use function, it increases the modularity of the code. So it's a good practice to use a function when we make a big projects, because in big projects where like the code is of 500 to 600 lines, if we use functions, it makes the code more readable. So it's a good practice. You should know how to use a function, how to define a function, and where to use a function. I hope you've enjoyed our tutorial. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, like, share and subscribe, and if you have any queries, you can mail us at nurserytovars@gmail.com, and enjoy learning.